actually, when you go back in history to California, when this land, as we know, belonged to Mexico. And so when they took the land from Mexico, they needed people to farm the land. So then they brought people in from Mexico. Patricia Chavez's mother was one of those people. When her family, she was just a baby when they came in into the United States of America, and they were inviting people to come in. Now they didn't classify them as Mexicans because so many Native Americans had gone to Mexico to escape the genocide that was happening against Native Americans. So they classified them as white when they were coming in. It was really interesting. And a lot of Latinos that were born in the United States were classified as white, okay? But anyway, they invited these large numbers to come in because somebody had to work the land. And they invited people to come in, all right? So back in the 30s and during the Depression, they had this huge repatriation movement where many, many people were deported. And by the way, I think almost 40% of the people that were deported were U.S. citizens when that happened back in the 30s. That was rather interesting. And then again, then they brought people back in again because they needed the workers. And so then they had Operation Wetback in the 50s. The same thing happened again. Oh, and I forgot what happened in the 40s. In the 40s, because we had World War II, then we started the Bracero program, again, bringing in people from Mexico to work not only in the fields but in other areas where they needed labor because we had sent so many people to war. And then we ended the Bracero program in 1962 or 63. Then what happened? They legalized all of the people that had been working as braceros without any legislation. Without any legislation. It just happened. And all they needed to get their green card were three documents. They needed an offer of employment, which could even come from a labor contractor, a letter that said, we offer so-and-so a full-time job. And then you needed a letter from somebody in the community that would say, I will support Jose's family and him if he gets into, if we become ill, so he will not become a public charge. And a set of fingerprints. 3 documents. And again, legalized a whole bunch of people that had been working here as braceros. And then they had the amnesty bill of 1986, where again, for farm workers, if you had worked in farm work for 3 consecutive years for 90 days, then again, you got your legal status. So this has been the pattern that we've had in the United States of America. And, we've been having these huge amnesty programs. And now here we are, where we're saying, oh, no, now everybody has to go back where they came from. So it's absolutely insane, the immigration policies that we have and continue to have in the United States.